Okay, I'm back, but I don't know how long I'm gonna do this for because my aunt is coming over to pick up my mom's car, and um, and I don't know. I might call my friend Musa. I'm not sure. I'm honestly really confused about him, which is why I keep talking about him because, like, he's like sending me mixed signals, and it's confusing, and I don't know, like, I don't know. It's confusing to me because, like, I don't know. I'm a very simple girl. If I like you, you're either gonna notice that I like you, or I'm gonna straight up tell you, depending on like who you are. Like, if you're like a good friend of mine, like, and I know I can trust you, and I know like you're not gonna like run away or whatever. Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, hey, I kind of have a crush on you. But like, I don't know, and that's why I was able to tell Musa that like I have a crush on him because he's my friend. This isn't like some random guy. I mean, in a way he kind of is because I met him on Periscope, but like we became really good friends, and that's why, I can talk to him about that type of stuff. But like with him, I really don't know what he wants, and what makes it even harder is that he's 29, almost 30, and I'm 21. And one thing that I've learned about the brown community, especially when they're in their 30s or even like when they're 29, is that their families want them to be married. So like around age 29 to 30 is usually when the pressure is worse, and sometimes they have to get like arranged. So I don't know if he's giving me these signals because he likes me, but at the same time he doesn't want to like me because he has to like get arranged and he doesn't want to tell me, or you know I don't know what he's doing with the mixed signals, but it's confusing. And I'm a very simple person. Like, if it was me and I was in that position, I would be like, hey, I like you, but I don't know if I can go through with it because my family wants me to marry someone else. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, I don't know if his family's like that because every family is different. You know what I'm saying? And I've actually had like a Pakistani ex that was married at 21. So the fact that he's not married and he's 30 kind of tells me that maybe his family isn't as religious because, I don't know. But I don't know. He gives me these weird mixed signals, and I feel like he teases me on purpose because he knows I like him. Um, and it's like really annoying. It's super annoying. Like, I think that's what makes it super hard to have a crush on one of your like good friends because it's like they're your friends and you're gonna have to see them. This isn't like a high school crush where you can like purposely avoid them. Um, it's like it's different when it's your friend that's your crush and not like some random person. You know, but I don't know. He like it's so confusing to me because like one day he'll be like, hey, can you like give me any tips to pick up girls? And then like the next day he'll like make faces at me and like like wink at me and shit. Like the other day, it was the same day too. I'm like, the other day he owns a shop, and so and his shop does like a bunch of different types of food. So some days he's folding up pizza boxes, some days he's cooking, some days he's delivering, like but I think he actually has a driver that does the deliveries, but never know. So we were talking, and I think he called me. I don't think I called him. I'm not sure. We were talking, and he was sitting on the fucking counter, which like makes me fall in love with him even more. That like the bad boy way, like the way that he does stuff. It's because the average guy would just stand in front of the counter and fold it. No, not him. He sits on the fucking counter, and then puts his phone on the other counter so that I could see him sitting on the counter, and then he starts folding the boxes, and he's just like looking at me like in the if you watch like Bollywood movies, you'd know exactly the type of vibe I feel when I'm like talking to him. Like, he'll fold boxes and he'll stop for a second and like just stare and smile. And and then like, and then I'll end up staring at him, and then he'll be like, "What are you looking at?" Like, jokingly. I'm like, "Well, I'm like, you know what I'm looking at," because he doesn't like it when I watch TV or I do other things when he calls me. So legit, the only thing I can look at is him. If I like watch TV, he gets upset. I can literally feel my voice changing, so I really hope I'm not sick. Um, so I'm like, the only thing I can't watch is you, and then we start like laughing, and then and then he was singing that song. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. What the fuck is that? I think it's just dry skin. And then after that, he went up to the camera as he's leaving with some pizza boxes and goes like this and gives me a heart signal. And like he's like whistling the song as he walks away, and I'm like, wow, And then it's like the same day you're like, give me tips to pick up girls. And then yesterday as well, yeah, I know. Yesterday as well, we were talking, and he calls me. He calls me at random times, very periodically, like because his shop gets busy, especially in the UK, because the nightlife in the UK is a lot different than it is here. So like, literally, his shop doesn't close till like 3:30 in the morning, because yeah, it's crazy. So bye, I guess. I don't know. So we're talking on the phone, and he called me during his smoke break. I mean, but he's the boss, so he literally it wasn't even a smoke break. Like, literally, he took me inside and did his work with me. But he called me while he was smoking, and he's like, "Hey, you want to smoke?" And he goes like this. I'm like, "You're stupid, bro." And then we were talking, and he's like, "Hey, so when are you coming?" But it's not for me; it's for a friend. And I started dying, because you know how many men say that? I'm like, really, really, you know? But like this time it's a little bit different, because he's been telling me he wants me to go out with his friend. And the funny thing is I don't even think his friend knows about me. But he's been telling me everything about his friend. So it's like, so I was telling him, like, I don't know your friend. Why would I come to a complete different country for someone that I don't know? I know you. It would make sense if I came to the UK to see you, because you're my friend. I know you. I don't know him. Like, you know? But yeah. He's so cute though, and I've been helping him with his, not like his English, but like I think he hears things and he sort of like gets them confused with other things. Like yesterday we were talking, and he was like, "I want to go home, take a hot shower, get a massage, get happy ending massage." And if you know what a happy ending massage is, then you already know. So I'm like, "So who's gonna give you the happy ending?" And he's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "You know it has to be a girl, right?" Because he was like, "Oh, I don't want a girl." I'm like, "Well, if you want a happy ending, a man is not going to give you a happy ending unless you're gay." And he looked at me like I was stupid. And I'm like, "Go on Google and Google happy ending." And he did. And he's like, "Oh my God, I don't want a happy ending anymore. I just want a massage." I was dying. The one thing about him that I sort of like and hate at the same time is how, like, he cares about me, but then like he'll tell me how drinking is bad and stuff, but like, I don't know, I can't drink, I can't smoke weed, which I don't smoke weed a lot anyway, so it's all, like, that's cool. um like, I can't be bad, but he can be bad. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, he's a cool person to have as a friend, like, honestly. And like, even if we never like go out, I wouldn't mind just having him as a friend, because he's hella cool to talk to. Like, legit, like when I was going through my acid reflux attack, he was there for me. What do you mean add you as a friend? You can't add people as a friend on here. Oh, wait, I know what you mean. I'll put a link in this video. Yeah, my voice is heavy. I don't know if it's my tonsils or my throat. Okay, you can. I wanna address one thing. You're saying I'm the reason that you restrict messages. I don't understand how I'm the reason for that. Dodo. Hi, Dodo. Dodo. Charlie's crazy. He is just sniffing you. Don't do that. You need to stop acting like that. I'm telling you, Charlie. I'm telling you. Don't think because you're sitting next to me that we're cool. I don't handle bullies that well. I don't care who you are. You're a human. You a dog. If I see somebody bullying somebody, I'm gonna handle the bully. Good boys. So, yeah. I think what I'm gonna do is maybe not right now, but when I end this live stream, I'm gonna check my tonsils and see if they're like red or something because no, but you literally WhatsApp me and you're like, you're the reason that I restrict my messages. Like, I think you need to like make up your story because you're like telling me two different things. If you're gonna say something, then, you know, then say it. Don't change it. I don't know. Okay. But you never said that till now, so I just think that's kind of funny that now it's a mistake. 15 minutes later. Anyway, so yeah, I'll see what I'm gonna do today. I don't even know. I know for a fact though I have to get my shit together for Mexico. Like I have to, you know, start pulling out all my summer clothes, which is like so weird because like it's not even summer here. I don't even know where half my summer clothes are because I live in two different houses. But pull out some of my clothes and yeah. I'm going to spit this gum out, but I must say that the mint kind of helps with my throat. So yeah, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna maybe make it like a chill day, sort of. I didn't eat anything yet, so I don't know why I do that. Like my biggest fear, even though I don't think it's possible, Charlie. My biggest fear is that my medication like makes me anorexic. Cause legit, I could go a whole day without eating if I wanted to. And it like it scares me because like my parents. Okay, well, can you at least restrict it like after the live stream is over and not during, so I could actually see what you're saying? Anyway, so yeah, my parents, they start like worrying about me when I don't eat a lot, and it freaks me out because it's like Because for me, I'm not eating because I'm not hungry. But then I start noticing other things, like I make up excuses for it or I'll lie and say that I've eaten when I haven't. And on Google, that's actually a symptom of anorexia. So like it scares me because it's like I don't want to be anorexic, you know? But yeah. I wish I could see my tonsils so I could see what's going on because I think it's my tonsils that's bothering me, not my throat. But yeah, there's some. I know, Turu. There's some construction going on, and it's my old school. They're tearing it down, you guys. It's so fucking weird, bro. And I just want to like clarify this, cause like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, it's a terrible school, you know, because it wasn't like a terrible school. Um, it was a good school, but then at the same time, some of the teachers there, I don't think should have been teachers. They should have been fired, like, you know, and they had like really stupid rules. Like, it was a uniform. It was a private school. Toro, he's not bothering you, Toro. Don't do that. I said the same thing to Charlie. Don't think you're gonna get away with it because you're Toro. I don't do bullies well. So it was a uniform school. So we had to wear a uniform. But then it was like a uniform school, but then you have to wear like specific, like, um, I would get all my uniforms from this uniform store, and they had it organized by school. But you know, like, I don't know. So I went and I got. He is not bothering you. Somebody's gonna get spanked today. I don't know who it is, but somebody's gonna get whipped. Because when I say it, no one listens. So someone's gonna get it today. I'm tired of it. I get no sleep, I get nothing. All I hear every day, woo woo woo. Let me hear it again. I promise you I'll knock you the fuck out. Can't even make a fucking video. He's right here. He's not touching you, he's not bothering you. Stay in your lane. He knows better. He knows he's gonna get whooped. The thing about rescue dogs is, well, for Todd, I'm gonna say for Todd because every rescue dog is different. But Todd, the one thing I've noticed is that he's very vocal, and sometimes he's very vocal about things that aren't really necessary to be vocal about, you know? They fight over toys and stuff, and sometimes Todd feels like if Charlie's in the room, he feels like he can't go in the room. So he'll put one foot in and then he'll put it out and he'll start barking. And I'm like, what? Like, you can go in there. And he keeps barking. And I'm like, he's not gonna touch you. Charlie knows better. He's not stupid. He's not gonna touch him in front of me. He's not gonna fight him when I'm sitting right here. He knows better. That's why he's sitting right there being a good boy, because he already knows. He already knows. But I don't know, maybe Todd was like abused, like by other animals or people at his shelter. So that's why he's like that. But yeah. I'm gonna click that link in a second. If I click it, I think it's gonna end my. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay, accept. So yeah. I'm hoping it's not my tonsils, because I don't know, I've never had problems with them before. But yeah, so it was a uniform school, but like they were very strict on the uniform in all the wrong ways. Like there was one time I came to school and I'm in uniform and I don't know what was wrong with my uniform. Our colors were red, white, and blue for the shirts, and then the skirts were plaid, blue, and khaki, and it was the same for the pants, blue and khaki. So very limited. So I came to school and I was wearing this blue skirt, and it wasn't like a random blue skirt from Target. This is from the uniform school, with like a blue shirt, I think. And I'm walking to class, and some teacher who isn't even my teacher, mind you, like she pulls me to the side and she's like, "That skirt's not allowed here. So I'm gonna give you a warning. Don't wear it again." And I'm like, okay, and there's nothing wrong with it. And I think it was because of the style or of the design of it. I don't know. And it was weird because no one else pulled me over for it, but that one teacher. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I could tell, that she was tripping, because if it really wasn't allowed here, how come nobody else said anything to me but you? You know what I'm saying? Then there was one time, and I sort of blame myself for this because I was kind of a bad student in the 4th grade. And I used to always say I'm sick to get out of stuff. And so then when I would really end up being sick, I had to lie in order to get into the office to call my parents because my teacher didn't believe me. So one day I wasn't feeling well, and I think I told her I was sick, and she was like, "Oh, you're not going anywhere. You can call your parents at lunch or something." But I just, when you're not feeling well and you just don't want to be there, even if lunch is in 5 minutes, you just want to go home now. So I was just but that makes, and as an adult, hearing myself say this, if I have a child that is sick and their teacher isn't letting them go home, I will have problems with that teacher. I don't care if I get arrested. I'm going to go up into your room and I'm going to tell you once, if my child is sick, let him go to the office and call me, and I will let you know if he's sick. I can tell if he's lying, not you. You're not his mother. I'm she's mother. If anyone knows a child, it is the mother. I don't care if you teach my child all year. I handle him at home. So, I told her I'm not feeling well, and she didn't let me go. So then about a couple minutes later, I'm like, "Can I go to the bathroom?" And she's like, "Yeah, but make sure you come back," because she knows me, I guess. I don't know. So I went to the bathroom, or sort of, I went to the bathroom, and I think she was watching me, walk to the bathroom because she thought I was going to go to the office. But I'm a sneaky bitch. So the way that this school is lined up is it's 2 stories, and there are stairs on this side, and there's stairs on that side, and the bathroom's on that side. And there's, like I said, there's stairs. And her room's over here, and the bathroom's over there. So I went to the bathroom, and then once I saw that she wasn't watching me, I went to the stairs, and I went downstairs, and I went to the office. And I went to the office, and I told the office, "Hi, I'm not feeling well. Can I call my mom?" So they're like, "Oh, yeah, you can call your mom." So I called my mom and my dad, whatever, and I told them. And I actually was sick. I actually ended up running a fever. So, if I didn't do that, who knows what the fuck would have happened. So I ended up calling my mom. It's funny how you guys think I'm playing. I'm not playing with this. So, I called my mom, or I called my mom, I don't know who I called actually. I called someone, and I told my mom what I was feeling. And my mom at the time was not a nurse, I don't think. Maybe she was a nurse actually, yeah. So my mom's a nurse. So, if anyone's gonna know a sick person, it's a nurse. So I told my mom what I was feeling, and she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna come pick you up, and we're gonna go home." So after I hung up, it was lunch. The lunch bell had rang, so everyone was coming downstairs, and the teacher was pissed at me, and she came and she was like, "There you are! Don't you ever do that again? Why'd you lie?" Like she went off, and I literally was crying because I'm sick, and you would not let me go down to call my mom. That's why I did that. I wasn't doing it to be a bitch. I wasn't doing it to disobey you. I did it because I'm sick, and your fucking bitch ass would not let me go downstairs to call my mom. So I was like crying, and the people in the office actually were on my side, and they comforted me, and they're like, "Oh, it's okay. It's not your fault that you're sick." Like, and then they took me to, there's two offices. We have like a main office, and then we have like a daycare type office. Like, if it's like daycare slash like medical type office, like you go there if they have medicine there. You can go there if you're sick. They'll give you like Tylenol. You go there and you wait for your parents to pick you up. So it's like the main office is mainly where you go see the principal. It's, I don't know. It's like you can call your parents from the main office, but like, I don't know. So they took me to the daycare office, and I sat down in the chair, and I waited for my mom. Oh, what happened was I called the first time, and they didn't answer. But I think they could tell I was sick, so that they didn't want to send me back to like lunch or class. So they took me to the daycare office. After that bitch yelled at me, and then my mom called, and they transferred it over to the daycare, and I picked it up, and I told her what I was feeling. So she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna pick you up," and so I just sat in the chair, and I waited for my mom, and my mom came and picked me up. And yeah, I think I even told her like Miss Yanagi yelled at me. Like Miss Yanagi, I don't know why, like she just didn't like me. I don't know why. So yeah, I ended up actually having a fever, so I didn't go to school for a couple days, but yeah, that happened. And then there was this other time, I don't know why Miss Yanagi just hated me. Like I had this cool, I don't even know if they exist. I had this pencil sharpener, but it was also like a lava lamp type thing. Like you could move it, and like the gel inside would move. And I have ADHD, so like little things like that distract me, you know. And a lot of these teachers, which is why I feel like, you know, I feel like I hope in the future, if not now, they, even if you're not going to be a special ed teacher, I feel like you have to learn to deal with students that have learning disabilities and, you know, ADHD, because you can't punish a child for being easily distracted. That's what Miss Yanagi was doing, and that's why, you know, I was actually really behind in like fourth grade math and stuff, because I think because of her, because all she would do is move me around and take my shit and this and that, hold me back after, like, I don't know, didn't like me. So let me just tell you guys. So I had this cool pencil sharpener, and she took that away from me. She had me move seats to the back of the classroom because apparently I talked too much, which is funny because I didn't have any friends besides Victoria, and I don't think Victoria was in Mishinagi's class. So, or was she? I think she was actually. I don't know. So like, you know, who am I talking to? A ghost? Like, anyway. So I used to be really bad, and so this teacher, she used to keep me after school because I don't know. I don't know why. If it was to do more work, if I didn't finish it, or if I was in trouble, I don't know. So she used to keep me after school, and I don't like staying after school, especially if it's for something stupid like homework. Really, why can't I do it at home? That's why it's called homework, you know. So what I would do is I would go to her classroom, and then I would ask her, can can they go to the bathroom? She'd be like, yeah, okay, hurry up. I'd go to the office again, and I would call my dad. I'd be like, hey, Dad, I'm ready to go home. Because I think I would lie and tell him that I'm in daycare and stuff. So I would call him and be like, I'm ready to go home or whatever. And then my dad would come pick me up and my mom. So yeah, I don't know. I think bad teachers create bad students. Like, I feel like if you treat a kid like shit, they're gonna treat you like shit back. And they're gonna, like, you know, Because, like, I feel like if we had a better relationship, if we were both cool with each other, I feel like it would have been different. Like, if I didn't have to sneak around you and all that, I feel like it could have been different. But because, you know, she was so rude to me, it was like in being in jail. Like, which is crazy. That school was crazy though. Like, I remember one time I got written up for standing on a table in kindergarten. Like, how can you write up a kindergartner? You really, like this school is just, bro. And then they had this very stupid ass, strict cell phone rule that I never understood. So, like, I get that we can't use phones during school. I get that. But when school is out, I feel like they should not have a say. Because after school is out, especially if we're not in daycare, if school is out, you don't get to touch our phones. That's our phones. And, you know, like, I remember one time I had my phone out in daycare, and we were prank calling people, and one teacher saw my phone, and they took it. And then one of my friends was going home, and they told my friend's mom what we were doing. Like, really? Like, acting like we were doing drugs or some shit. So, so yeah. Um, And it was the same at the high school. Like the phone, I mean, it was a little bit more, you had a little bit more freedom, but like you couldn't use your phone at lunch, which I never understood because it's lunchtime. But yeah, just so stupid. Some of the rules they had it just made no sense to me. Like, oh yeah, if there's an emergency, you can go use the office phone. So if the school's on fire and it's burning down, how are we going to use the office phone? Like, so yeah, you know, it's a cool school. Like I'm not gonna sit here and talk shit on it, but like they just had so many stupid rules that I just never understood. Like, and honestly, they're very unfair because there was this girl and her mom like was the principal of the elementary school. So because her mom like knows all the staff, you could not get this girl in trouble for nothing. She could come to school smoking weed, and because her mom's the principal, like she'd get away with it. Like it was so unfair. She could literally bully us and she would get away with it. I hated it. I hated it so much. Like that's honestly, I'm glad I left because I honestly don't know what I would have done if I'd stayed there. Because it's just crazy. So anyway, I'm gonna go because my aunt's gonna come soon. But